What's happening, traders? Welcome to another video. It's Emmanuel from LiveFree FX, and today I am bringing you a live trading video that was taken from the LiveFree FX private community. One of the reasons why I created the LiveFree FX private community is because over the years, over my trading journey, I have been a part of several communities, and I always found some common issues with these communities. A lot of the time, they didn't have the proper support, and most commonly I didn't get access to the mentor that I paid for, and they didn't focus on psychology. And this is something that I really wanted to bring together in the LiveFree FX community. So the community is designed to enhance your trading skills to get you to profitability or increase the profits that you already have. And this is done through our psychology modules and our price action modules as well. And you have me as your coach in our live trading sessions weekly, where I am walking you through my process. You're seeing me, take trades and break down the process in terms of how I think and how I'm engaging the market, and I'm breaking down the psychological aspect as well. And this is a place where members can also ask me questions, and we just overall learn. We also have a weekly webinar which is focused on members coming together and asking questions and growing from there. If this is something that you want to be a part of, click the link below and become a member of the LiveFree FX community today. And LiveFree FX would love to be a part of your trading journey. As you watch this video, what you're going to see is we came to the market, and the game plan was to analyze, anticipate, and execute, and within 40 minutes we made about 8 grand. Hope you find this video insightful. Let's waste no time. Let's jump right into it. Just be patient, because if price wanted to run and continue moving lower, it would have done that already. Mainly this is what's been getting me, where the market isn't exactly in a solid trend, or it hasn't been in an accumulation zone. It's just a break of structure, and then a break of takes out the high, and then it just doesn't continue moving higher. This is manipulation, market manipulation at its finest, where price is essentially just doing whatever. So for me to get involved in a trade now, it's going to be a matter of just waiting for price to give us a nice clear break, trade back into the zone, and look to get involved, or whatever price wants to do here. But I think you want to wait and watch and just focus in on the right opportunity. And if you don't see the right opportunity within a specific time, you just walk away. Wait for the market to completely trade out of this level. I'm looking for at least multiple candles, at least like 2 to 3 candles out of this level, and that is going to give me confirmation. From a market structure standpoint, on the 1 hour time frame, what we're seeing here is lower lows, and we're seeing the lower highs. So we're still maintaining that bearish market structure decline. So I wouldn't be surprised if the next candlestick, when it opens, boom, it's a follow through to the downside. May have to say, hey, you know what, just get involved in the sell trade and look to see, boom. Okay, so I'm gonna get involved in a short trade now. Let's see if the market, what price decides to do here. I'm gonna place my stop loss right here, and let's see. So I'm in a short trade there. There's still some possibilities for price to trade back up into this range, but in case the market doesn't do that, I want to put myself in a position where I can actually capture some moves, or at least something decent on this entire range. On the 1 minute time frame here, we're starting to flow with the market structure a little bit well, and we're starting to make the low lows and low highs. We're continuing that trajectory. Right now we're up, not by much. Let's see if the market continues to run. This level now has become a pretty decent, high. So if price does trade back and, break above this high, that could mean something. So right now it's going to be a matter of, being patient, watching, seeing what price is, looking to do. And that's the game. One of the things I have on my wall here is stay hungry, stay humble. And I think trading is the perfect game that is going to make you humble. Right? That is going to keep you humble as a trader. It gives you a lot of perspective. It makes you realize you can be up today, you could be down tomorrow. So risk management is always important, making sure you're maintaining your risk. For me, I'm always keeping that in mind. Like, I think over the years, one of the things I have learned is to have no expectations, in anything, especially, in the market. Just come in, be humble, look to execute, look to take your trades. Some days you're gonna win, some days you're gonna lose. The overall focus is consistently following your plan, following the same thing that you do day in and day out, not switching it up every single day, not changing things up because it didn't work today. Okay, so I took something off the table there, closed half my position. I'm gonna move my other half to break even here. I took about 24, 25 pep on this trade here. If the market continues to run, great, the market continues to run. If it doesn't, and it stops me out, then that's the game. Today showed me how to adapt. You have to adapt. Right, you have to adapt, and that's the thing, right? Like I said, sometimes it'll take a week, it'll take 2 weeks. If you're a little bit newer, it could take you a month. If you're trading multiple different markets, it could take you a lot longer, and you may never even adapt because you don't even know what you're trying to adapt to, because you're not going to notice the change in market conditions. When you're trading the same market, it's kind of like your significant other. Right, when there's a little bit of change in your behavior or your patterns, you start to what's going on. Wow. So last week, coming into the market, having a losing streak, no problem. I just came off of a winning streak. Right, this week having a losing day is like, God damn, am I about to have 2 weeks of losing right now? Right, is that and I couldn't sleep. I worked out last night because I had so much energy. I was just thinking, I was just breaking everything down in my head, in my mind. Okay, how are you going to approach today? What is going to be the game plan? How are you going to do it? You got to focus on the execution. That's it. You can't let your losses deter you from trading. It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure. Not everyone can handle the pressure. Not everyone can, it takes a little bit of time. And the reason why it's not that you can't handle the pressure. It's like the avoidance of the internal dialogue, because your internal dialogue starts to kick in relatively quickly, when you're and depending on who you are as a person, depending on how you've been raised, depends, whatever, you may be a little bit hard on yourself than others. I think that's one of the things that I have to learn, from working with my psychologist, where when I take a loss, I don't say anything bad about myself to myself, because I internalize that and my performance starts to follow suit. So my advice to each and every one of you, when you take a loss or your day's not going well, watch your words. I'm so stupid. I'm this. Man, I'm such an idiot. It's okay. It's okay. Right now, what we're seeing here, this trade is up around, 88 pep on the dollar, up around 4 grand. On this second position, this is my second position. It's trailing, and we've broken this low, and right now it's a matter of, hey, does the market want to keep running? I don't care now. Essentially what the market has to do now is essentially stop me out. But if it keeps running, I will keep doing the exact same thing, which is, as price is making lower lows and lower highs, just keep moving my stop loss, trailing my stop loss. Let's see, so far it's 112 pep trade in a span of minutes. I would say 20 minutes, maybe, if that. I think the market is going to reach for 22.95. It wants to take 22.95. There you go, 7 grand on this. And if the market keeps falling, hey, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get stopped out probably after this. I think with price taking out this low, if you go over to the 1 hour time frame, Jesus Lord. If you go over to this time frame here, what we can see is this is a pretty significant low right there that price is, traded out of, and this low right there as well. So now we're likely going to see that pullback, and we're going to see that push to the upside that could potentially change the overall direction. There you go. So perfect. That was a pretty solid trade. Overall, we made over 8.5 grand on this trade.